at 10 o'clock, Governor Scott Walker appeared in Minnesota tonight. He met with other governors and potential foreign investors, but he also addressed Friday's major news that a judge struck down his collective bargaining law. Walker said he will request a stay from the court this week.
Because if it's ultimately upheld as being constitutional, which we believe it will be, it doesn't make any logical sense to have school boards and local governments go back, change everything, and then come back after short order and go back to the way it was.
Friday's development means Act 10, a much talked about issue, is right back in the spotlight. And Only News 3 takes you back to show you how this entire battle began. It all started just before Valentine's Day 2011. Governor Scott Walker, just sworn into office about a month before, announced his budget repair bill.
I identify the problem, I tell you what I think the solution is, and then I do it.
Walker proposed deep cuts, effectively eliminating collective bargaining rights for most public workers and increasing pension and insurance contributions. Workers showed their fury at the state capitol. After weeks of stalemate, including 14 Democratic state senators leaving Wisconsin for 3 weeks, Act 10 passed controversially in March.
This is clearly a violation of open meetings law.
There are 18 ayes, 1 no.
Several legal battles later and a stop at the state Supreme Court, Act 10 became law in June 2011. As fall turned into winter, Democrats focused on recalling Governor Walker.
But the facts are the facts. Wisconsin gained jobs in 2012.
And the fact is, using your numbers, we're dead last in the Midwest.
Walker's challenger was a familiar one, Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett, whom Walker beat in the 2010 gubernatorial election by 6 points.
Voters really do want leaders who stand up and make the tough decisions.
After months of recall campaigning, the governor kept his title, beating Barrett by 7 points this past June, making Walker the first U.S. governor to stay in office in a recall election.
That every time Governor Walker gets a negative ruling from any court, he's going to cry like a baby and whine and say they're political and biased.
Now, nearly a year and a half after this all started, the collective bargaining battle is back. A Dane County Circuit Court judge ruled Friday parts of Act 10 violate the U.S. and Wisconsin constitutions. Union lawyers say unions for municipal workers are back in business, while Walker vows to appeal.
Ultimately, we're confident that when it comes to the Court of Appeals and up to the Supreme Court, the law will be upheld.
With an appeal all but certain, this historic legislation will add another chapter to its story in the months to come. To keep up with the latest developments of Act 10, stay with News 3 and Channel3000.com.